Welcome to Plant-Based on Fire, the podcast that ignites your passion for plant-based businesses. Real Men Eat Plants is proud to host this show, where we shine a spotlight on the latest and greatest plant-based companies making waves in the industry. From startups to established brands, we'll explore what sets these businesses apart, what challenges they've faced, and what their vision for a more sustainable and ethical food future looks like. So if you're hungry for some fresh insights, inspiring stories, and a healthy dose of entrepreneurial spirit, then join us on Plant-Based on Fire, brought to you by Real Men Eat Plants.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Plant-Based on Fire again. I am Brian, your host for the show, and we really appreciate you tuning in to find out more about another amazing plant-based business that we have uncovered here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to introduce you to Shabari. She is a passionate 25-year veteran vegan and advocate for ethical practices, and a pillar of the vegan business community. As a founder of the World Vegan Market and a leader in the London Vegan Business Network, and not only that, she's a respected author, and she contributes to the green living and business ethics part of the community here. So I wanted to just introduce Shabari to the podcast here and look forward to talking to you about your inspiring journey and future plans for a greener, brighter world. So welcome, Shabari.
Oh, thank you very much, Brian. And I'm really delighted to be a guest on your podcast.
Thank you. Yeah. So tell us a little bit, what is World Vegan Market, and how did you get started in your vegan journey to get to that point of creating it?
Yeah, absolutely. So World Vegan Market is an online vegan market, which is something that I started actually during the second lockdown. What happened was that a friend of mine, a school friend, in fact, who also, because I've been selling vegan skincare for the past 9 years now. During the beginning of lockdown, it was for 6 years, and pre-pandemic days, I was doing a lot of physical events, and obviously during the pandemic, we weren't able to go out there, do physical markets and that kind of thing. And so this friend of mine, actually, she had launched a Diwali market because she found that she wanted to buy some presents for Diwali, but wasn't able to because she couldn't find an online Diwali market anywhere. So she decided to create her own and had asked me to promote that. And so we were discussing about each of our vegan skincare businesses, because we were both with the same company as direct sellers. And then she suggested, well, why don't I launch an online vegan market? And I said to her, well, do you mean launch a market within my London Vegan Business Network, which I had been running for several years up until that point? And I used to actually get vegan businesses together, and we would meet in a vegan cafe or a vegan restaurant to discuss business issues. But that also stopped her during lockdown as well. So she suggested, no, it would be a completely new thing that you would do, and you would set up a brand new group, and then just invite as many people as possible. So the following day, I didn't think about it too much. I just did it, and it just absolutely exploded. So I wanted it to be different to anything else that was out there. I didn't just want it to be an online vegan market where virtual stall holders would sell their products or services, but I also wanted it to be an educational platform and an entertainment platform as well. So since the launch, I've had numerous guests, talking about a variety of different issues from health, from green living, from all kinds kinds of different subjects. I've also had guest chefs doing live cookery demos as well. And also, for example, on International Women's Day, I invited guests to actually talk about their stories. So I've had people like Kate Strong, who is a world champion. I've had Wendy Turner Webster, who is a TV presenter as well. And so I've had quite a number of high profile guests as well on my World Vegan Market. So I'm now currently organising my 17th online market, which is the World Vegan Summer Market. So that's running between now and the end of August. So that's how it all started. My vegan journey, well, I became a vegan 25 years ago. So that's half my life actually being vegan. And so how it all started was I was already vegetarian for a couple of years, and I thought that was enough. So it wasn't actually until I attended the Kingston Green Fair, and there was an animal aid stall, and the person who was manning the stall was giving out literature about the cruelty of the dairy industry and the egg industry. And I read that, and I was shocked actually. I thought that being a vegetarian was enough. Until I read that, and then not so long later, I then became a vegan, and so I've been vegan for 25 years now.
That's awesome. Congratulations. What a story. Yeah. I mean, it really is powerful when you take that step forward to give up the meat, but then you see all the little ancillary things. Butter is hiding everywhere, isn't it? So you're based in London, right?
Yes.
And so our podcast probably has more listeners over here in the United States. Now, I've been fortunate to live over your way a little bit in the past, so I understand the concept of this like market thing. So, I mean, here we have the farmers markets and stuff, but like this summer market, I just joined your Facebook group, so I'm excited to see how that's going to take off. But tell us more about this market concept. It's like a limited time period, and you're getting certain people in that have stuff for the season, or can you unpack that a little bit more for us?
Absolutely. So the summer market, which is running at the moment, so the main market activities are happening on a Facebook group which has come in up to 4,000 members who are potential consumers for my stall holders. So with I have a variety of different packages. So I have a standard advertising package, which is the bronze package, and then also the silver package, which is the featured advertising package, and then the gold package, which is the extra featured advertising package. So depending on what packages or what package a virtual stall holder wants to book, all stall holders will have the opportunity to make a promotional post once a day on the Facebook group where the main market activities are happening. They will also, I will also put together a meet the stallholder post for them, which will be posted on the Facebook group and Facebook page and the World Vegan Market Instagram page and the TikTok channel, the World Vegan Market TikTok channel as well. And then also what I do, and I know that nobody else actually does this, is that I do a rundown of my registered stall holders, where I will talk about each of my stall holders through StreamYard, and then that would be live streamed onto the Facebook group. And then if I have if a stall holder has sent me a product, I'll give like a little review of that as well. And then also they'll have an entry on my website, and then I put together a PDF and also a post giving links to all the clickable links to all the stall holders, what their social media pages are and what their websites are. And then for featured stall holders, I will also create an album for them, and then I'll do an Instagram story for them as well. And then I would create a chat. So that we can continue regarding one of their posts, so that they can interact with the potential consumers as
Sure.
well directly. And also I have a LinkedIn page, a World Vegan Market LinkedIn page. So I will also then put their Meet the Stallholder post on there, and then extra featured stallholders, which is the gold package, as well as all those things. They will also get to do an interview with me, an hour-long interview, and where I bring out their story, because people just, they love to know,
Yeah.
what is the brand story, what is the story behind, the person, because quite often it's very difficult actually to have that online visibility. And I've seen websites where I don't know who this person is. Okay, it's a great looking website, but who is the person behind the brand? And so that's where I come in, with stall holders who actually book the gold package, and I show them in their best light as well. So, and they can do after after the 1 hour interview with them, which is live streamed onto the Facebook group, they can have a copy of it, and they can do what they want, for their own promotion. And that is the key thing. That's another thing that sets me apart from anything that's out there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's quite the promotional package you got there to help really boost a new brand out into the world. So, how many typically come to each of your markets? And I think you said you had about 4,000, and it's growing by leaps and bounds, I'm sure, right?
Well, it's coming up to 4,000 members on the Facebook group, and and then coming up to nearly 1,000 on my Instagram page. TikTok is very small at the moment, but it is growing. And the thing with TikTok is that it doesn't rely on the number of followers that you have.
Right, right.
Anything that you post on TikTok will be seen by a wider range of people as well. And then also you have like different age groups as well. So TikTok is the younger age group, whereas like Facebook is like they're a little bit older. So I'm
Yep.
trying to sort of capture a variety of different markets out there, a variety of different audiences.
That's right. Yeah, for sure. I still haven't figured out Snapchat. I think I'm too old for that one. So, but
I
that's
think
great.
Snapchat is going down a little bit, but
Yeah,
I don't want to
TikTok's
say
for
anything,
sure.
because if
Yeah,
Snapchat are watching, well, they may
yeah,
disagree with me.
yeah. No, that's great. So what are some of the successes you've had for some of your clients, and like what is kind of the vetting process to get into the market?
Yes, so obviously my stall holders, anything that they promote on the market has to be vegan.
Hmm.
Whether it's products or services. When I say vegan services,
Hmm.
I'm talking about them not promoting things that go against the vegan philosophy. So services could be, for example, I've had vegan vegan coaches, vegan nutritionists, anyone with a service-based business, and but doesn't necessarily have any products. So that's really the only stipulation that I do have. Obviously, it's quite a big one. And then in terms of successes, I've had a number of successes. I've had somebody who's been a regular stall holder, and every time we've done an interview, she's made sales, through our interviews, and she's such a wonderful person, and she has such a great personality as well, and that really shone through. And even actually, I've had people come to me who are a little bit on the shy side, and have been very nervous about doing an interview with me, and I've said to I've actually put them at ease, and actually brought out the best side of them, and I've been able to show them in their best light as well. So
That's
quite
awesome.
often people come to me, and they don't really know how to promote themselves. They don't
hmm
really, they're camera shy, and I feel that I've been very good at actually doing that, bringing them out of their shells.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, that sounds great. I guess my question is, so how many of them are, US on this side of the pond or your side of the pond? I guess I would love to try some of the vegan products I'm seeing coming out of Europe and England area there, but the shipping always kills me. So how do you sort out that dichotomy?
Well, I mean, a number of my stall holders do ship abroad as
Okay,
well.
good.
And also I've had a number of virtual stall holders from the US and even from Canada as well. And so that side of thing is growing, because I really want it to be truly global, and I've been delighted to actually have a number of stall holders who are based abroad, and yeah, so no, I've been very pleased about that. And as I mentioned, a number of my stall holders do ship abroad,
Good.
and yeah, so and more and more. I know
It's becoming
there was
cheaper and cheaper for sure. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But I know that there has been an issue with Brexit, but hopefully that's sorting itself
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm just so excited about this, and the fact that it's just growing all the time, and the audience is becoming more global and growing. I'm just really excited about the world vegan
Me
market.
Me too. Yeah, I love to see this change coming out from so many smaller entrepreneurs building their business. So what advice would you give to some of the newer plant-based businesses that are hoping to be in your market soon? What advice do you have for us?
Oh, what advice? I would say that yes, it can be difficult to stand out in a crowded marketplace, particularly online. But the key thing is consistency. To go out there, to promote yourself, and show people who you really are. Show that definitely promote your values, but also show your story, your brand story. And
hmm
people love that. They say people buy from people, and that is really important, because yeah, people just love to know about the entrepreneurs background, and just keep on sharing, be consistent, and yeah, just don't be afraid of putting yourself out there.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't state that enough. Consistency and taking that little risk to put yourself out there. That is some great advice for sure. So what do you think is the trick to curating that strong community? It sounds like you've got some great following and some great camaraderie going on in your community. What do you think is some of that secret sauce for others trying to build more community like that?
Oh, so I would say that networking is key, and
Mm-hmm.
I've done during the lockdown, even post lockdown, I've done a lot of online networking, and I've
Mm-hmm.
also started going out there since last year to some of the sort of bigger events as well. You know, like vegan festivals, plant-based shows, and that kind of thing.
Good.
But yeah, it's just I feel that you know, if you want to, if you yourself want to grow a community out like this, it's just really important just to continue networking both
Mm-hmm.
online and offline.
Yep. Again, pushing yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit at times, for
Yes.
sure. Um, so, how do people get in touch with you? How do we connect with you and join your groups and help celebrate the World Vegan Market?
Oh, thank you, Brian. So, yes, if you'd like to get in touch with me, please email me at info@worldveganmarkets with an s.com.
Hmm.
And my Facebook group is on, it's at www.facebook.com/groups/World Vegan Market. And also, my website is www.worldveganmarkets with an s.com.
That is awesome. So we've got your email, your website, how to get in touch with you on the Facebook group, and I hope that we can send a whole bunch new people to join the market. And I'm excited. I just sent my request in, so I look forward to looking through the summer market here and seeing what we can find together. So
Thank you very much, Brian. It's been an absolute pleasure being a guest on your podcast.
we really appreciate you jumping in here and telling us more about this. I'm excited to help bridge the gap between both America and Europe over there, but also to just continue to celebrate that our plant-based life is growing worldwide everywhere we look. So that is really.
Absolutely. Here's to a vegan world.
That's right. That's right. So that's all the time that we have for today's podcast on Plant Based on Fire. So thank you so much, Shabari, for joining us and sharing your insights and experiences with our community. So until next time, keep the fires burning.
And that's a wrap for this episode of Plant Based on Fire. We hope you enjoyed learning about the innovative plant-based businesses we featured today and got inspired to support them on their journey. Remember, plant-based eating isn't just a trend. It's a way of life that benefits your health, the environment, and animals. By choosing plant-based foods, you're making a positive impact on the world and helping to create a better and more compassionate future. If you want to join the Real Men Eat Plants community and get even more resources to help you go and stay plant-based, check out our blog, podcasts, and 30-day challenge at realmeneatplants.com. Thank you for tuning in to Plant Based on Fire, brought to you by Real Men Eat Plants. Head over to Apple Podcast and give us a review and let us know what you think of this episode. Don't forget to tag us at Plant Based on Fire when you share this episode in your preferred social media. Wish to be a guest? We need to know about your plant-based business. Email us at pbof@realmeneatplants.com. We love hearing from our listeners. Thank you to our guests and to you, our listeners, for your support, and see you next time.